What's up guys, this is Shonan and today we are in Casa Green, Bukit Jalil. Let's go! Entrance is rather suck because you have a lot of vendors that's actually fixing cars. So you see a lot of recycled cars, like see all those crash. Yeah. And it's next to a school somehow. So a school is always good because it drives population, right? But not for this road. This road is like way jam-packed. Let me show you guys. Look at this road. And this will be the entrance and your exit situation almost every day, right? Because carpark they just park on the roadside, but then this is the very tough spot you need to squeeze through. We are now in the facility deck and introducing Mr. Howard to you guys. So he's the area specialist for this Bukit OUG block. So Z Residence, Rains, Casa Green, very close to Bukit Jalil areas. He's the guy, right? So if there's any inquiries, do contact him below. As you can see that it's a freaking big size pool. It's an Olympic size pool. Some background of this building. This one, you know Rumah WIP, right? So this is one of the first Rumah WIP that we actually visit, and this is the Rumah WIP. So it's 3 blocks, ABC block, and the entire block A is all for Rumah WIP, which is 800 square feet. So it was sold at around 300,000 back then, 4 years back. So when they open block B and C, then it's all open market where it's 4 years back it's at 460. 460. Now, what's the selling price now?
The asking will now be around 500.
500. So 500 for a 1,000 square feet, 3-room apartment. It's a very basic facility deck, nothing to shout about, also nothing to complain about, because they've done their best by providing such a large area of swimming pool instead of turning it into a water feature. So if you look at Z Residence, it's a lot of water features that cannot be used. This one is totally practical. So practical play area, very practical swimming pool, very practical waiting pool, very practical waiting areas, and very practical layouts. So the pricing also practical. Hey guys, so now we are in the barbecue area. Nothing fancy lah, so you still need to bring your own thing, like, but you get to watch people pay toll lah. And that's the library. But currently nothing much yet. We are now in a unit and let's go through the spec first. The unit itself is 1003 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, which is like wow. Then you can see everything is rather practical, and this is the living room, right? And that's the view. Let's go to the view first. You see Casa sea view. This is the view that you will get if you have the one facing the Casa highway. But you also get the noise, unfortunately. So left hand side would be all the rooms. So let's go check out the first room. This one has the ensuite bathroom where they give normal spec. But the good thing is it's all tiled up. That's the good thing, water heater, no shower screen. So maybe you can put your shower screen. Yeah, it's a very practical layout. Then moving on would be the shared bathroom. Right, shared bathroom and the small room. So the small room is a small room Okay, so the good thing is the owner furnished up the fan, aircon, lights, tracks for the curtains and things like that. So one thing that's surprising is that the aircon latch is almost as big as the small room. Then moving on to the master bedroom, also you'll get this huge window. Wow! For master bathroom, the same. It's very practical. They tile up everything. The color coordination is not bad. Just that workmanship of the grouting a bit off now. Because this one is in total there's like 982 units, 900 over units in all blocks. So it's a rather high dense property. So something to take note of. Yep, so now what you are hearing, right, is the actual sound without filter of the highways, sound, right? So the noise is rather evident, but you get a view. So see actually what you want again, and this unit is going for 500,000 again, just like Howard said, and there's a lot of owners are releasing now. In the kitchen area, right, and this is done by the owner. What came with the unit is only 4 different aircons, right? And one thing I like about this unit is the yard space. You look at the yard space. The yard is huge. So it's a very practical layout, and you get views like this on your yard. So wait so that's your view, and this is PVOG. There'll be a new block here, which is also Rumah WIP, part of it consisting. That's the R&R, and yeah, so this view will no longer be there in the future. Due to space constraint at the yard, the air from the toilet actually comes out. This is the toilet window, right? Then the door will actually knock the window if it's not properly placed. And then this column, at least it's tiny, Okay, like always, we always need to check the refill spoon. So there's a 2-layer kind of refill spoon as well. Wow! This is huge. It's huge, and then the ventilation is there. Not bad. But the thing is, it's in the center of the entire corridor, so it's fair to everybody. So just that, don't get the unit next to it. So now we are in the car park. So actually they do the flat steps system. So you see this one, right? And this is the normal car. It's rather tight. And advice would be, because everything is so practical, right? Sometimes they will compromise in certain areas, and most of the time it's car park. So if you drive a high car, right, I think although there's a minimum regulation of 2 meters, 1.8 meters height, so this one feels rather claustrophobic. But again, it's practical, it's functional. That's why they can give you such price. I think that's all for the visit, and it's now time for Sean take 3 on 3. 3 things I really like. Number 1 is real practical. So even the pricing is practical because of whatever you see in the facilities, right? It's really what you need only. It's no longer luxury kind of water fountain, landscape lush, nothing. That's why the maintenance is like 26 cents per square feet only. That leads to the second point, which is the layout. So in 1,000 square feet, you can get like 3 rooms, and it's very sufficient. So if you were to rent out room by room, you can also get back the returns. But however, now that per unit basis is at 1,500 at max if it's furnished. So semi-furnished at 1,300-ish. So if you want to cover your rental still. The third thing would be the proximity of locations. So where you gotta look beyond what's really nearby, like low-cost housing, there's like factory lots, there's like car workshops, all those kind of negative things. But if you look beyond that, it's Bukit Jalil city, then there's like Casa's highway down to the city already, and then there's Puchong right at the side as well, and it's all direct connection. So that's the good side. 3 things I don't like. Number 1 would be the entrance. So the entrance is a real pain, especially if you go through. So that is somewhat an accident area also. The area below the train station is usually where all the illegal car parks are, because it's shaded. You get that very negative feel. Because it's dark, then it's very congested. Yeah. Next would be the density. The density is like ultra dense. If you look at the drone footage, right, you have the KPKT building here, then you have Rains here, you have Z Residence here, you have Casa Green here, then you have that. Let's see what. There's a few more blocks which is like easily here. There's like 3,000 units. Easily 3,000 units. Last of all, something that you guys really need to know is that there's a temple. There's a Chinese temple and there's a Indian temple right next to this block, because this block used to be situated on a temple land. So they negotiated and they moved. So the car park, in accordance to the residents, like sometimes it must have smoke. We also have a KPKT where the population here is actually very dense, but the roads are not. It's only a 2-lane road lah. In conclusion, I think that for 500,000 you get a 3-room apartment, 1,000 square feet, leasehold, but you are situated close to OUG as well. Yeah, so in terms of location, if you are working and you have a family, right, I think it's very practical. There's nothing wrong, just nothing great. It's just really very fundamental needs. I think that's all. If you really like this video, like it, share it, and even subscribe. Once again, shout out to Mr. Howard for showing around. He's the guy that can advise you because he has all around the place. Until next time, this is Sean Tan. Ciao.